So I've not streamed this, I thought I did. It turns out it's part 1. I'm not sure exactly where I am in the tour or anything like that. I just know I'm doing well. I'm pretty good. Sometimes.
Right out of the center of the bat. Did you hear that? He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Second shot.
What's up, Esteban?
Good swing, good shot yet again.
Oh, it's a bit roll.
That's how you play the game, right there.
Nice one.
Stick it in close,
Proud.
and then knock in the birdie.
We start streaming.
Shouldn't be a problem here.
That look alright?
-1, and really going.
Good times. This has got
Now to
Mortal
the
Kombat
second
11
hole
as
here
well,
at
it's pretty
Chambers
decent.
Bay, and Frank, it is not overly long. Where's the trouble here?
Well, 281 yards
Just
really to
randomly pick this one 'cause
the
I've
big
not played
long
it
bunker
so
that goes
long.
all the way to the green. So as long as you can avoid that, you don't have to hit driver down here, just something that's going to be a little short of that. You're still only going to have 100 yards really, or just over 100 yards in for your second shot. A really good chance too to get off to a good start.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole.
Fairway's good.
Frank, what's the best way to access the hole location on this second shot here at the second hole at Chambers Bay?
Well, Rich, it's really set up with a drive. If you can drive it down the right side, you get a better view. Plus, you can avoid that ridge that's in the middle of the green on the left side. If you're coming in from the left side, that bunker on the right, now you realize why they put that there. Because when you've got a skirt to the right of that ridge, that second shot becomes a little more difficult.
So on the putting surface and taking a good
I'm
look
unsure
now
what
at this
games you
birdie
got.
putt here at the second.
What did you
Frank,
get?
this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Ooh,
That drops for another birdie. 2 in a row to start the round. At the third tee now, Frank, and what are we staring at here?
This green is anything other than symmetrical, so be very, very cautious on where the flag is. Anything in the middle of the green you can putt to the corners, well, if you can call them corners, more like ragtails, but beautiful par 3.
I'm hoping.
Terrific golf shot. And now, that for an easy birdie. Let's see if he can make it 3 in a row.
I hate when they say it's an easy birdie.
Well done. Another birdie, and now 3 under par.
Red Dead shit hot. I've got that as well.
Frank, here on the
I've got
14,
GTA,
you
I've
get
not played it in a
look,
while,
don't you, at
but
what
I've got
Chambers Bay really is all about.
It's framed
Some money
beautifully,
spent in
Rich,
that
by
game,
the
like.
bunkers there, left, short, off the tee, plus the
It's
ones
all
down
legit,
the right
no
side.
shark cards.
You can see everything in front of you, but the hole
No
does
hacking.
bend to the right. This is another one where you've got a generous fairway, but don't be fooled by that. It's fairway first.
Tough par 4 measuring 495 yards.
I'm not a big Madden fan, to be honest. Or
Well, that's had
Fortnite.
some meat behind it.
But I definitely Red Dead. Red Dead's magic.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Good short.
Heading for the
Fuck.
bunker.
I knew
So
I
the
should have
second of
clubbed
the
up.
par
Damn
4
it.
goes begging.
You can chip it
and
in.
Now I'll have to
Usually get
rely
it
on the
chips.
short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
So Frank, out of the bunker and back into play.
Yeah, the late Bobby
My
Jones
username is
used to say the hardest shot in
Mark
golf's always the next one.
Same as my
By getting the ball back in play, he just made that a little easier.
I can chip that out of there, it will roll in to the left. Ah, Jesus.
And he's made the green.
I need to remember how to play this. See, my chip-ins were absolutely perfect every single time.
Well, it was bound to come to an
I've
end.
got a Rory Mcilroy
drops just
epic clip montage on my YouTube.
Terrific stretch of birdies.
Well, epic clip
Frank, it's kind of
montages.
fun to swing away on an elevated tee like this, the 5th here at Chambers Bay.
That's some friend.
It looks straight away. It certainly
That's some
does.
username. Holy
Under
shit.
500 yards.
I'm glad I told you mine.
It gives you a chance. Plus that elevation, you should be able to knock one down there. The whole pitch is in though, with those bunkers left and right, and there's just one bunker in the front of this green. And that, really, as you can guess, should be avoided.
Be careful. They call this hole free fall. That one is in the bunker. Well, at least he can draw on the experience from the previous hole. Again, in the bunker.
I assumed that was
anything
cool.
you do differently with your setup?
Oh, I didn't
just dig my feet into the sand a little bit more, but make sure you focused on the exact spot on the ball you want to hit.
Completely forget how to play this game, like. I think we're good there though.
This one just inside 30 feet. Certainly
I'm a Rory Mcilroy. Some epic clip
montages. It registers at 29 feet. Birdie chance here.
Especially when
Very
we hit
long putt, though.
the branch.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Oh, this green, holy sheesh. I want it to do like a kind of moon. Got you, buddy. Fuck it. Oh, so
very well done.
Close.
Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Such a nice,
and
such a nice line.
For the putt.
I'm happy I got that, to be honest.
Nice par to remain at 2 under.
At least we got par.
Getting set to hit the tee shot here at the 6th at Chambers Bay. Frank, where are you looking to land the ball off the tee here?
There's a nice dune down that left side that sort of gives you a good line that you can work the ball off here. But remember, this is a links golf course, so you don't try and fight Mother Nature because she'll always win. So just anything down the left, let that ball sort of kick its way back towards the middle of the fairway. A lengthy par 4, though, at 495.
Now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
I can't join your party, dude.
Here we go. Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
Beautiful.
Nicely holed. 4th birdie of the day. On the 7th tee now, it is over 500 yards from the back tee.
Yeah, this is called humpback, and you can see why there's all those mounds and undulations between you and the hole, plus all that amazing bunkering down the right side. All to be avoided, really. If you can do that, then you get a decent look at this green. But yeah, you've mentioned it, 500 plus yards. It's going to play longer than that uphill.
They're going to 12.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it.
Oh,
We moved
so
that one
close.
out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. See a little bit off balance on the tee, and that one is going to be in the rough. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Oh, put me in the sand. What the hell?
Just too much juicy grass between the ball and the club face. It's always going to come up short out of that sort of light.
That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Fuck.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short. Rich, you know, after you've already made one mistake in the rough, there's a chance he's going to make another.
Just trying to get it back out into the fairway and not make a big number. Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. This one just requires a little bit of focus.
That is really not going to happen.
Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. A disastrous triple bogey attempt here.
Attempt.
So with that, the score is now at even par. Now to the 8th and a long par 5, Frank.
Fortunately, there's no bunkers, just the dunes either side. The hole looks a little narrow off the tee, but get down there, you're going to realize that's a fairly generous fairway. There's a little bit of mounding in this green, too, that actually slopes it back towards the player. So use that to your advantage.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Oh, no.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough. What
right.
does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are, because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
It should be alright. Anything to swing sometimes. In a bad night.
So missed the fairway, and now he's back where he needs to be.
Yeah, minimize the problems.
Frank, as we get set for this approach, what does our featured player need to do to regain some of that early round magic?
First, a bit of advice, really. Take a deep breath. Make sure all those bad thoughts get out of your mind. After that hot start, we all know they can play better than this, but they need to relax first of all, and then let their game take over again.
Things are so fast.
Oh, that hurts. Thought he had it.
Even par, currently.
That's how you maintain momentum. Make those putts for par. Frank, the 9th hole, called Olympus. That is very grand sounding. Like something that...
You're talking Greek god here, aren't you? Come on, this golf course is for the mere mortals, Rich.
Scared of this one, like. There it goes. Nope, I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. I can't remember how to take these shots.
What was he thinking there?
I have no earthly idea.
Sorry, buddy.
Well, the stats say that is a green hit in regulation. But it's not yet a par on the card. Very tough putt coming up.
What is this? I'm just going to have to kind of rattle it, I think. So it kind of snakes down that wee run.
Always two components to the long lag putt. The speed, number one.
I'm doing so bad. I've never done so bad ever.
Missed out on that second part. Well, that's a bogey. Starting to go the wrong way now, Frank.
If you keep driving 100 miles an hour, accidents are going to happen.
Getting ready now to begin the back nine here at Chambers Bay. Rich Lerner for EA Sports with my partner, Frank Nobilo. Frank, tell us about the 10th.
Well, Rich, this hole looks like it's stolen straight out of the Highlands in Scotland. It's called High Dunes, and you can see why big dunes on the left and right frame this hole beautifully.
Oh my god, look at that hole.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
All right, now another shot from the rough.
Yeah, this time better be better than the one we just saw.
Custom pitch, hopefully. That's 100.
Not too bad. It's about 23 feet away.
He didn't hit the flagstick, but he still has a chance. Starting the back nine on a sour note here with a drop shot, bogey at the 10th. Slipping just a bit, another bogey, and now 2 over par. Getting set to tee off at the 11th hole, long par for 537 yards. Frank, how do you play this hole, with a bazooka?
Yeah, try and take that dune out of play, that's for sure, in the middle of the fairway. Bunkers down the left are more for scenic rather than, they're not really problematic for the player off the tee. Just, as I said, hit it over that dune, and then really there's a ridge in the middle of the screen, so you've got to be on the right level.
Frank, such an advantage when you can hit that far.
It's not fair.
The 11th hole, Frank, what's ahead here?
This is another green that's sort of sloped. There's a lot of little slopes in this green here, plus the green angles from right to left. So it just depends on whether that second shot that lands. You've got to be well aware of what you're landing on. If you're landing on a downslope, it's going to kick forward. Obviously, an upslope, it's going to stop that much quicker.
So 1 over par for the round. Measuring 311 yards, the 12th, Frank, seems to offer an opportunity for a player to do something pretty dramatic here.
Yeah, it's called the Narrows. Really, it should be called the Temptation, because what player stands on a tee knowing he can reach and doesn't take up the gauntlet?
I mean, that is a sight to behold. What a spectacular shot we just saw on the par 4 with a drive in 1. That's good work right there. Just a tap in.
Chance for back-to-back. Had to be a misread.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Good effort and good par putt. Now at the 13th hole here at Chambers Bay, and Frank, this one bends to the right, par 4.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that you have to cut it or move the ball in that direction. Ideally, really, anything down the left side of the fairway would be well suited for this hole. There is a central bunker that sort of protects the front and middle of this green. You can go in left of that or right of that, but this is a beefy par 4. 4 on the card, and you are not losing ground.
Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. Frank, what's the best way to get at the 13th here?
avoid those ridges left and right, or their mounds, should I say. That bunker that's well placed in the front of the green, obviously you've got to carry that, but this one you've really got to keep it in line with the middle of the green.
Good looking shot right here.
I mean, feck.
About 30 feet away.
Demonetized.
This is a pretty long putt here. You'd be happy to get this to within 2 or 3 feet. You really want to take the stress out of that next putt. Looks like he just misread that. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Just trying to keep this round on track. Has that putt, stays at 1 over. Frank, this is the 5th par 4 in a row, and they're not easy. This one here at 14, really a daunting tee shot.
It is. That's why it's called Cape Fair. A true Cape hole in golf, Rich, is when you've got to decide how much you want to bite off when you hit across a slight dogleg. And this one, really, you're going to be rewarded the further left you can go. There is one little bunker in the middle of the fairway that you have to avoid. That's going to be 320 or so yards off the tee. This hole, 546 yards, you're going to see a variety of second shots, or the length of second shots here, determined purely by the bravery of the tee shot.
Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy.
Never easy. Oh, damn it.
Close. Couldn't ask for
that
much more on that
Roblox?
putt. From about 8 feet.
Needing a hit after that shot. It was a joke. Kind of.
Wow, I thought he made
so
that.
bad now.
Well, that's a tough break with that miss right
It's
there.
alright, we'll bring it.
Settles in over the
We'll
putt.
bring it back.
So, 2 over par for the
I'm
round.
trying.
Frank, normally on a golf course, you don't
4
want to
holes,
spend too much
he'll bring
time
back
in the trees, with
2
the
shots.
trees, around the trees. But part of me wants to go up and hug this tree because he's all alone. It's the only tree on the whole golf course.
Well, I know you're a tree hugger, Rich, I really do. But at 246 yards, when they play this off the back tee at the US Open, believe me, nobody's hugging that tree. They're just trying to make 3. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it.
I don't know why I'm playing so bad, to be
And
honest.
once
Like,
again, off the tee and in the bunker.
what's wrong with my stream?
Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
In fact,
Frank, that reminds you of maybe what, the greatest bunker player of all time?
no, I don't have a mic, sorry.
These putts keep the round together. Workman-like hole. He walks away with a par. Now to the
Terrible.
par 4, 423 yards, 16th hole. What's the right play, Frank?
Fairway first once
Do you want to
again.
give me some
You'll see the
tips,
slope of
help
the
a
fairway
bit?
from the left to the right side. It means move your aim down that left side. It'll make this fairway appear that much bigger. And of course, then when you hit into this green, you're really going to have to flight that second shot properly. This is like a tabletop green. Long and
Help our
straight.
bots have
That's
no
how you do
wishes.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards.
There we go. Now you have a purpose.
Frank, now a pretty short shot here into the 16th.
Yeah, green, anything other than flat, very narrow, skinny green. It also slopes
Roblox,
left to
type in
right.
chat.
You can use that to your advantage.
I can use my VR, aye, but I can't see chat. So if you want me to play something, then I can't talk back. I just double check that. Because you wished your life was better, so I made you mod.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Oh, shit, I shouldn't have thought.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track.
Cheers,
sitting
Roblox.
right now at
Appreciate
2 over
it.
par for the round. I thought that was in.
Yeah, it looked good.
My
I mean, line
God, I think I'm
pace,
going to
so
lose
I'd be
this, to be
critical of
honest.
Getting set now.
I've not
over
lost
the
a game of this yet, and I've played a lot of games.
Needs birdies at some point, but will take the par to stay at 2 over.
Thank you very much, Roblox, maybe.
Just 2 holes left to play. Now a par
2
3,
holes.
the 17th,
2 over.
218 yards, and all sorts of trouble, Frank, down that right.
Let's do this.
Well, if you weren't beached at the 16th, then there's a chance you can be derailed, which is what this hole's called, at 17. Difficult par 3, you can see the bunker there in
one would
front,
be nice.
and once again, wind conditions.
That's
This is
not
going to
gonna
probably require one of the best tee shots,
Fuck.
especially in the closing stages of the US Open.
Yeah, good
Chance
chip
to
shot.
set himself up
I
for a good
honestly put
scoring
like on the
opportunity
green,
with
at
his
least.
second shot here.
This is 98%, so there's a good chance I can maybe chip this in. Please. Ah!
And Frank, that's steady. Play
That's so
continues.
close.
Rock solid.
Ah.
Excellent approach shot.
Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Oh, see if I missed that.
Now to the
Retracted messages.
18th hole, Frank, everyone wants to finish in style.
Yeah, the home hole here, once again you head back to just a wonderful view, and
I
you
know
realise that
I'll never know what
Chambers
that
Bay was designed as a walking golf course, and it was designed to have fun and test every department in your game. 18 will do that.
Right, so
it
what
probably
can we
gives
do
you
now?
more trouble on both sides of the hole than any other hole on the golf course.
Oh, what is that wobble? Oh, what is that wobble?
What was he thinking there?
I have no earthly idea.
Oh, I can't. Shit. Now I'm struggling.
This is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough.
As long as we're getting closer
set
to
for
the
this
hole.
next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are, because, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
That is sort of doable.
Well, it looks as though they're going to need to use all their strength to sort of hack it out of that rough, missing it off the tee here. Pretty good result right there, considering
It looked
Some
rough all the
birdie
way,
too.
Rich.
Exactly.
It really did.
Eh. Oh my god, I pressed the wrong button. I highly doubt this will work. But it has in the past. My line was off.
been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Solid effort today, round of 72. Frank, they gave us a great show today.
No, they certainly did. Course played well. You got what you deserved out there.
Some outstanding performances, and
That
for
was
our
clean now,
entire
guys.
team, I'm Rich Lerner,
That's where
saying
I'm going
so long
wrong.
for now.
I should have been in here. Continue event. This is what I should be doing. What's up, Gage? Just realised I was in play now instead of my career. They've not missed nothing. This is where we're continuing from. I've also got tea, forgot about it.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today it's live third-round coverage of the International Challenge.
That's what I meant to title my stream. Can you remember the cup name?
Oh, that's fine.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green.
As long as I'm about there, I should be alright.
Should be safely on deck.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Trying to make yet another birdie.
Not bad.
Great start.
30 under. Yeah, I told you I'm pretty decent.
Frank, as we step to the tee here at the par 4 second hole, just 391 yards, but a classic case on links golf where the bunkering here is just so much different than a classic American layout.
And it's also where a change of strategy will certainly help. Remember, the ball's going to run much further here in Scotland than what it will in America. So you can use a shorter club and let that ball to run out to the normal distance you would hit it, perhaps with 2 or 3 clubs more.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Again. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Going well. Again.
Well, how about this start? Birdie to open the round. Now at the third hole here at Royal Troon, and Frank, another sort of short par 4, just 379 yards.
Yeah, simplicity's the key here, Rich. You don't really want to hit the ball more than 280 yards. Reason why is there's a burn there. And then from there, still only a wedge into a green that has 2 tiers. Has it?
Maybe wet. Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Settles in, looking to knock it in tight.
He's a lot of... Alright.
Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget.
It was a mega
from about 8 feet.
I wanted to play it safe-ish. Oh my god. It's a bit less safer than
we have said it over and over. Another birdie. Rich Lerner back with you here at the 4th hole at Royal Troon, and this is a hole, Frank, that offers up a real scoring opportunity at par 5, first one of the round.
Yeah, it's the luck. He goes after it like he is here.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Frank, I know you like boxing. That was some heavyweight power right there.
Smoked it. There's always advantage of hitting it further than most, Rich, and straighter than most. When you put the two together, it's just straight up a head start.
That is just an outstanding shot right there. And now a chance for an eagle. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. No problem, Joe.
There you go.
It does look good.
Do you think? Do you think it'd be a good putter? As long as it's close to the hole, be a second shot.
And the par 3 fifth, ready to get this hole started.
Prevailing breeze once again should be coming from the water, which is on the right. That makes that tee shot a little bit more difficult because it pushes the ball to those 3 bunkers on the left side.
Appears to be tracking well. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Good chance here. Currently at 5 under par.
Easy birdie. Be a good putter.
Just an amazing display. The records
The putting
continue
game
to
could
fall.
be shit. You can still win perfectly.
Moving on to
As long
hole
as
number
you're
6 here at Royal
going to the
Troon.
green.
Frank, what are the
That's your main
golfers
shot.
facing at this long par 5?
Well, you've got to attack this hole in chunks, Rich.
Straight
Just allow the mounding on the right to kick the ball forward. Then
enough.
try and position that second shot. Keep well away from that pop bunker that's a little bit short, about 30 yards right and short of this green. That is the one that causes the problem.
Great lie. What a great shot. He has really hit it a long way. Playing his second shot here at the par 5.
Back to the driver for this. Oh, it's not far.
Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie.
3 wood preferred.
He'll need to be strong with this. On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. This for another birdie on this hole on the week.
I'm going for an eagle.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Moving inland now, Frank, the par 4 7th hole. Do you even think about carrying those bunkers on the right?
Not really, Rich. You're trying to work that ball off the left side because if you get caught up on the
short
ball down the right, then all of a sudden you can start making 5s, 6s, and all sorts of weird and wonderful numbers.
Yeah, quite good.
That's an absolute beauty.
Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. We just saw a player in total control of what he's doing. Didn't miss a green in regulation all day long.
All day long.
Drops for a birdie.
Still 15 shots.
Frank, this is one of the most famous holes in the whole sport, isn't it?
Postage stamp, just over 120 yards. It might seem short, but it's daunting. Many an Open Championship has been lost on this shortest of par 3s.
This is such a hard hole, like.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
And getting ready for the putt. Doing what needs to be done. You need to make them from that distance. Frank, the 9th hole, 423 yards, not especially long by today's standards. You looking to make birdie here, or you happy to make a par and move on to the back 9?
Well, there's certainly a chance for birdie. One of the hardest things about the 9th is the raised green. And it's sort of, there's 2 tiers here, just the top level. If that pin is on the top level, then you would certainly walk away with 4 very happily.
110 to the flagstick.
Short distance. I don't know if that's natural spin.
Frank, how did he do there?
I think.
Well, he's inside 30 feet,
but
but 27 feet, that's not exactly what you'd call close.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Is that my zoom? Oh, dear.
Did a nice job with that putt.
At least I made it up the fucking
good speed.
hill. I don't know.
Par here's fine, isn't it, Frank? Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back. Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there. Chance to get it close here. Frankie's cranking it and banking it. Giant drives, a boatload of birdies. What a round.
Yeah, these are the days you just dream for. We know golf's not that easy, but on a day like today, savor it and just keep going. Keep doing it.
Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie.
It's at sneaky distance.
Oh.
Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Should be birdie on every hole.
In for par. Standing over the ball here at the par 4 11th. Frank, quite a hole.
The tee shot is so important here. This is one tee shot. If you miss, you will pay the price deeply.
Good.
Excellent looking shot here. Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Second shot, good look at the green. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. No doubt we'll be happy with that shot. Well played.
Really thought it had no
This
roll
one
on
just requires a little bit of focus.
Oh, that's focus. I missed it.
That's how you keep a round going. Make them from that distance. Frank, how do you size up the 12th hole here at Royal Troon?
Well, first look at 430 yards, you'd think it'd be a rather easy par 4. But that's not really the issue. The issue is course right and left.
Ooh, that height.
He has put himself in an excellent position with a beautiful tee shot. And now a good look at the green. That's how you play the game. Right there. Stick it in close and then knock in the birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. good stroke. Just came up empty. So just a formality here. Has it. Good putt right there.
Top ground.
Frank, on paper, 13 seems pretty straightforward. But it's not that simple, is it?
No, very stringent tee shot. Gorse right and left, plus a little sort of mound with some rough on down the right side. So really, you've got to hit the ball down, not just the fairway, but the left side of the fairway. Rich, that tee shot there has shortened up this hole considerably. It's made a tough par 4 into, well, we'll see, but it looks like a very birdieable hole now.
You hit it right where you want. Now he has a good chance to attack that whole location. So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot.
This is an awkward length.
Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Shut up.
Just knocking him for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect.
Speak of the game.
Course.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. On the tee here at 14, it's another par 3, Frank.
Yeah, don't get caught looking at the front of the green. That's where it's at its most narrow. Ideally, something that pitches just into the top of that mound.
I do well. What the hell was that? Some fucking animals. I'm sorry, I need to move this. They're fucking animals. What are you? Rabbits. Waiting for the rabbits. Hey, the rabbits. They constantly move.
This has really been a good bounce back round. Slow at the start, now they're picking up some speed.
That takes so long to select it. Why not come back round about this spot again? Whoa. What a rabbit. Finishing.
That one ends up in the rough.
Damn it.
That went sideways.
And about 1 1/4 left to the hole.
Oh well. I tried. Next time. Oh, I'm in the rough. Fuck, I forgot.
So missed the fairway. And now he's back where he needs to be.
Like him on the green.
Minimize the problems.
This could work. Maybe. Probably not.
Pretty good shot right there. Settles in over the putt. Bad news is, Frank, that's
I'll take a bogey for
good news. Still has the lead.
Can't afford another, though.
Now at the 15th at Royal Troon Golf Club, 483-yard par 4. This, Frank, is one of the hardest holes in the course.
It's certainly a stout par 4 at that. He's gone for a little extra.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time.
That swing though.
A great way to start a hole, nicely placed in the fairway. From a good lie of 155 yards.
I'm just going to try and play it normal.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. And the tester from 4 feet.
I put it up further so it was fast enough.
Rich, that just adds insult to injury to the rest of the field. Another birdie, and the gap even wider.
A sensational performance. Now the lone par 5 on the back 9, the 16th, and while you might be thinking birdie here, you may want to think again. What are the options off the tee, Frank?
Well, really, there's only one option, and that's keep it short of that burn, which is 280 yards. So that makes that 540 yards. Play that much longer. There's something about a well-hit shot. That was nuclear.
And now the second shot here at this par 5. Oh no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going on.
Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he was thinking on that.
Backspin. On the button. Sneaky chip shot.
Oh, what an incredible shot.
Nice to put.
17th here at Royal Troon. This is a very strong par 3,
And
isn't it, Frank?
Well, if rabbits have teeth, then this is why it's called rabbit. Very, very strong par 3.
Wasn't that? That's nice.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Oh.
Frank made this hole just a little bit
look how
harder
straight in
hitting
the
it
hole
into the
when we see
rough.
that in the replay.
I would say a lot harder.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way.
Now we check.
Frank, how about that?
Come on.
How can you believe that, too? I mean, could have hit the flag and bounced away instead. Straight in. Amazing shot. And really deserves it.
Frank, now the final hole, steeped in so much history. When you think about the legends of the game who have walked off this tee on their way to the claret jug, guys like Tom Watson, Arnold Palmer, Bobby Locke.
If you've got a one-shot lead standing on this tee, somehow you have to avoid those 4 bunkers. 3 down the left, 1 down the right, with a strip of fairway in between.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths.
Good enough.
He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today?
Probably not. That's not enough.
Frank, this game will drive you crazy.
Yeah, you can do so many things right,
Doesn't matter.
and then just something so simple, completely wrong.
He'll take par and move on. That wraps up the third round. Just one more to go before we crown our champion.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm looking at my crystal ball, Rich, but that champion that we see tomorrow might be the one just sitting at the leaderboard on top of it right now.
Ball striking up. Nice. $13 under. Well, 42 under for the round. Like the whole thing. Oh, the final round. Ah, I might as well do the final round.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present
the
season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the International Challenge.
May as well get 2 rounds in.
Well, this one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
First shot on
That
the
is
green.
green in regulation as the approach shot hits the first green, but he is by no means in for par yet. A lengthy putt coming up.
I'm not making that. Definitely not.
Looks like he just misread that. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
I hate when he says that as well. Oh, come on.
Well, that one's got a stink. That's a good stroke.
I don't even care, I'm winning. I still want
Just a couple of feet.
do better. Right, whatever, I don't care. Moving on.
Virtually no error in that putting stroke. Good putt.
So, beating them by 32.
Frank,
can
another
fuck up
great
another 31
example
times.
of links golf.
Still win.
It's not a particularly long hole, but there is trouble if you hit it offline.
Yeah, there's a bunker down there at about 280 yards that has to be avoided. Only the long hitters, or perhaps the wind behind your back, is the reason to take that bunker on.
That is just a beautiful shot. Setting up for an approach shot here.
Rich, I remember back in 1997 playing alongside Tiger Woods in the 3rd round. You know what he shot that day?
It was low. It was a great round, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the lowest round he's ever shot in the Open Championship. 64 to be precise. Justin Leonard went on to win the Open Championship that year.
You'll love them, the birdies.
How many speed on it?
Back to the tee box here on hole number 3, and there are a few club selection decisions that come into play on this first shot, Frank.
There is. The reason why, there's a burn that cuts through from the 16th hole all the way across the golf course through the middle of the 3rd. And that stops, or should I say starts, at about 285 yards. That really has to be at the forefront of your mind.
That's in the fairway. A chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here.
Oh.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
He's a birdie.
Continues to roll the ball very well.
That shot.
Starter back with you at Royal Troon. Frank,
nice
first par 5 of the round. What's ahead?
Our best opportunity for a birdie here is to take it over the bunker on the right. If you do that, you're going to get a little added roll. You can go in here even with perhaps a mid-iron or a long iron.
Ideal position, sitting up perfectly. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it.
Oh.
Somehow that managed to miss the bunker, Frank.
Yeah, that looked like it was sand for sure.
So this is the third shot to the par 5.
Rich, I thought he could get this close.
I did better on my 6 shots.
Just a mind blower right there. Absolutely incredible. He made the shot. Now to the par 3 fifth. Frank, what are you trying to do here?
Really, anything on this green is going to give you a birdie putt. So allow for the bounce and roll. Just avoid those 3 bunkers on the left and that short one right.
Can't hide the flag stick from that man.
Beautiful.
Locked in on the read.
I really like that shot.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall.
See if I just put a little bit of curve in that at the end.
What a good hole. They call it the slopes. And the rough off the right-hand side of the green, really some of the most punishing on the entire course.
And the one thing you don't want to do is actually leave it up there on that high side, because it means that you'll be chipping downhill.
What a drive. Just tattooed that.
Second shot.
And they'll carry out the rest, hopefully. I've seen that hill. I had to speed off of it.
Not too bad. It's about 23 feet away.
He didn't hit the flag stick, but he still has a chance.
He has no chance. Just to let you know that.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
It's a very makeable putt here. He is currently 5 under for his round.
And 5 under for this round.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie.
Challenge.
And what a day it's been. Frank, we're moving inland now. And what are we facing here at this par 4 7th hole?
Just a dog leg to the right. Ideally, just a little cut off the tee.
As long as the start and end of your swing is straight.
That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Good looking shot right here. Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still,
let's not talk about that
reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Sorry, there's no damage.
That's good work. That's a good par right there. Frank, here we are. All of 123 yards.
Whoa.
It's a famous postage stamp hole.
It sits up there nice and proud. It's protected by 5 bunkers that avoid the ones on the right. They're the deepest. All the way down on that right side.
That will be a great look at birdie. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today. Oh, I thought you had that.
Did you?
You have to make those from that distance.
I've seen that going in.
That hurts. Been pretty good all day from this distance. Just trying to take care of business. Good putt. Frank, the 9th hole, 423 yards, not especially long by today's standards. You're looking to make birdie here. You happy to make a par and move on to the back 9?
Well, there's certainly a chance for birdie. One of the hardest things about the 9th is the raised green. And it's sort of, there's 2 tiers here, just the top level. If that pin is on the top level, then you would certainly walk away with 4 very happily.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
That shot was more beautiful.
Seems to really have the touch today.
Is that Fox?
Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back nine, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well putts. He's gone for a little extra.
Just amazing what they're able to do with that golf swing. Hit it so far at that size. Not overly big, but man, can really move it a long ways. Cracked that one out there here at the 10th, and now he's put himself in a really good spot to get after this flagstick. Early part of this second nine, a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie.
It's nice. Good God.
Wow, what a birdie.
50 under.
Standing over the ball here at the par 4 11th. Frank, quite a hole.
The tee shot is so important here. This is one tee shot. If you miss, you will pay the price deeply.
Let's hope I don't miss. I like how you say deeply because it means you're getting deeper.
What a great shot. Oh, that's fine.
He's put himself in an excellent position with a beautiful tee shot. And now a good look at the green.
The ball's not going to be in the air for long enough for the wind to affect it that much.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Ooh.
So the second of the par 4 goes.
You know what that means?
And now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Oh, what?
But a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
Oh, shit. That should be alright, actually. I hope. I just need to guess. I hope it's too much. Oh!
Safely on the
I couldn't
dance
see
floor.
fucking nothing.
Just a tap in to finish the hole.
That par?
They'll take it. That's a par. Back here at the 12th, and this is a hole that heads back towards the water. You might not see your tee shot land over the ridge in the middle of the fairway here, Frank.
I really wanted to.
What's the best strategy?
Well, it's called the fox, and you have to be cunning like a fox here. This one has a slight bend to the right, and a little like the previous hole. This is another fairway that certainly requires your best tee shot.
The wind will also carry us. So we're only looking at an extra 25%. Which I'm not sure. It's definitely more than that.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough. What does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Yeah.
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are, because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Not enough on that.
Of course.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
Great knees, great hands in this shot.
Yeah, touch. You have to have that feel. You have something between the ball and the club face, so it's a different feel, but you also have to have imagination. I mean, just get it out.
Well, in the sand, but it has been raked nicely, looking for something positive. And he's in the sand again. Unlucky.
I've nothing to say about this.
Frank getting set for the sixth shot, reminiscent of the great Seve Ballesteros from the bunker.
Well, he was one of the best, Rich. And he would always aim about 2 inches behind the ball.
Oh, a bit unfortunate. Wasn't able to avoid the sand trap. Frank needs an up and down here. This is the seventh shot.
It's certainly doable from where they are. This shot's not too hard.
Ah, damn it.
Well, once you hit double the par,
take me a couple of shots to actually figure out how to do it.
And move on.
Dropped 4 shots there. Oof.
And now the tee shot here at the 472-yard par 4 13.
A hole that bends to the right, ideally hit it down the left side. And then you're playing to a raised 2-tiered green.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. This is a shot of about 150 yards.
Club up.
Well, Frank, the wind is really starting to pick up.
You've got to fixate on the direction now. If you get the direction wrong and or mistime one of those gusts, all sorts of problems.
Fine.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
Take it.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, what kind of par 3 is the 14th here?
You can get sucked in here. Just 180 yards, which isn't considered that long. But if you look too much at the front of the green, you're going to see that's where the protection is.
This is a good-looking shot. Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday.
Okay. Getting back in it.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. At the 15th, this par 4 is over 480 yards.
The key here really is the 3 bunkers, 2 on the left, 1 on the right. 260 yards gets you past that. If you find the fairway here, then you don't have to worry about the 3 bunkers that are short of this green.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like.
All else fails. Best chip shot. Oh, I missed. Oh my god.
And he's made it onto the green.
I think I put too much in it.
Bogey here yesterday. Chance to better that today. Solid par.
3 holes.
The back nine here at Royal Troon has only 1 par 5, and here it is, Frank.
At 542 yards, you'd think it's reachable, but that burn cuts in at 280 yards, so it means you have to lay back.
Oh, that was
I
a good
remember
shot.
back in 1997, playing alongside Tiger Woods, and he still managed to get it onto the green.
Whoa, what the
from behind
fuck?
the burn. It was some shot.
You knew at that point he was something special. Frank, sadly, I've been there too often, in the water. You get down on yourself. What's the right way to approach this mentally?
Well, you've almost got to take a step backwards, Rich.
I was like, what the
this
hell
can add
happened to
up
my camera?
so quickly. So give yourself a little
Unless
pat on
I
the
just
back.
knew
So
it was
it's
going in the water and just
fine.
went.
You're not. You're human. You're allowed to hit bad shots. But the big thing now is to avoid 2 in a row.
Now on to his third shot after the last one went into the water.
Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there. Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. These putts keep the round together.
Very good.
Comfortably knocks it in.
Try and get 50 under for the round. Come on.
Final par 3 here at Royal Troon. It's the 17th. And what kind of a hole is it, Frank?
Well, this takes your best long iron shot. Normally plays back into the prevailing breeze. You miss this green on the left, it will run all the way down the hill. The bunkers might look short, but if your tee shot isn't hit properly, it'll puff up into that breeze and certainly find a pot bunker.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Pretty good stroke right there. Just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Oof, I almost missed it.
Simple, solid, and he'll take it.
But one that you need to make.
Frank, you've played in and contended at so many major championships.
All right, that's 18.
It's not a major if the finishing hole doesn't present a real challenge. What do you think of Royal Troon's finishing hole?
Well, it's not just the 18th hole, Rich, too. It's 16, 17, and 18 because the prevailing breeze, especially at the Open Championship time of the year, which is the second week in July, is normally back into it. So you look at that 464 yards, that's well bunkered off the tee, 3 on the left, 1 on the right, into a puffer breeze, and you've got yourself a great finishing hole.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way to win the International Challenge.
What a challenge. Woohoo! We did it.
Score that a birdie. Just a great putt and a great win.
49 under. Level 49. Of course, we've been 49 under. Better driving. Good. Pay me. I'll be playing their equipment going forward versus South Africa. Nice. I think I'm doing pretty well. Till next time stream. If you've enjoyed, leave a like. If you want to see more Rory McIlroy, comment down below, let me know. Peace out. I think I'll be streaming maybe Just Cause, Mad Max, Mortal Kombat, or Gang Beasts I think next. But tune in tomorrow about 1 o'clock. I'll be streaming Guitar Hero as always, around about 1 o'clock. And enjoy. Peace. I hope you enjoy. Peace guys. Thanks for viewing. Talk to you later.